Welcome to week 8 of London Marathon training. I'm feeling quite the amount of brain fog today. It is a Tuesday morning and Henry and I leave to go ski in the Italian Alps on Thursday. Do some packing. I mean, I'm not gonna pack much besides like my ski suit. Flying Ryanair, if you don't know, they're very strict about weight limits of like how much you can bring. So I'm not gonna bring that much besides some snacks, ski stuff, toiletries, those type of things. But I think we're both gonna pack tonight so we can kind of chill tomorrow and like get last minute stuff if we need. Picked up the book for this video, which is called When McKinsey Comes to Town. Go on a little walk, get some fresh air, and hopefully that wakes me up today. Hi everyone, it is a Wednesday morning here in London. I guess it's almost afternoon. It's like 12:30. Gloomy as fuck outside. Rainy, whatever. I went to Pilates this morning and I haven't really been to Pilates since I started marathon training, but I'm doing a little bit of a taper because this week I'm going snowboarding, which you guys know. Exciting news. Next weekend I will be racing the Paris half marathon. Hoka reached out to me and they're like, hey, do you want to run it? Like, we'll get you there and cover everything, which is one of the perks of being an ambassador with them. Immediate yes for me. I would love to go to Paris and run a race. You know, I think it's always good experience to race. I'm kind of questioning if I'm going to just run it for fun or if I'm going to push myself. I think my long run for the next week would have been like another 17-mile run, or maybe it was 18. Half marathon, as you guys know, 13 miles. So I'm kind of thinking if I want to push it or if I just want to run it easy. Maybe I'll just wait to see how my body feels that weekend. I'm not running as much this week or the following week. I was at like 30 something miles a week and I think I'm gonna drop down quite a bit. So I went to Pilates, just wanted to work some new muscles, have a low impact workout, and then I have a 30-minute easy run later in the day. Gonna try to do it when it's not raining, so fingers crossed that this rain stops. I come in the pouring rain after my Pilates. I got some groceries, I got some snacks for our trip. Percy pigs, duh, some dried mango, and then some nuts. I have some other things as well. But I'm gonna spend the rest of the day packing, editing some videos, heading out on that run, and then I have a little drinks thing with Henry later. I'm back in the apartment, I'm gonna make a little bit of a snack. I'm gonna have my lunch after my run, so I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl. I get a lot of questions about food and nutrition, and like maybe I should talk about it more, but I think it's a fine line with being an influencer versus being a registered dietitian, and I think a lot of influencers actually fall on the side that I think is like bad. I give meal advice and diet advice, and that's not where I wanna end up. It's gonna be a little snack that satiates me and gets me ready for my run with some Greek yogurt that I got at M&S. I used to be vegan like a long time ago, and so I would never really like eat, you know, obviously dairy, eggs, meat, fish, everything. Restrictive tendency for me. I think when I first went vegan, it was actually really good for me because I wasn't eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, and it totally taught me about vegetables, how to cook them, how to, you know, make different alternatives. My plate looked more colorful, but then I kind of slipped up and I felt like it triggered a lot of my eating disorder tendencies. Like when I went out to go eat with friends, I would always be like, oh, there's nothing on the menu, so I don't have to eat. Sorry, trigger warning, I should have put it in there. But I think it just didn't work for me. I also was taking a lot of supplements. I think if you are vegan, it's totally fine. I think you don't have to be deficient. Be really conscious of protein, of different micronutrients, of things that you're not getting. And I was just kind of reaching a point where I didn't feel my best. And so I started eating salmon and honey and eggs. And I kind of never looked back. I think I just felt a lot better not being restrictive and just eating whole foods and really honoring like what my body was craving. Recipe time, yogurt in the bowl. I'm gonna add some protein powder. I don't know what this brand is. Shout out Henry. Thanks for getting me the sups. Add like half a spoon for flavor because this already has like 20 grams of protein in it. Supplement, it's a little supplement that I got sent. It is a gut supplement, and I know you think gut supplements are stupid and scammy, but it's always good to add fiber to your diet. I'm gonna add some creatine. This is really good for women. I think a lot of women are scared of creatine because it seems super masculine, and the way it's been marketed, it's like bulking yourself up. Good for muscle development and also making sure that your brain is functioning, cognitive development. So I really recommend that women start taking creatine. Some maca powder for hormones. I more just add this for the taste, but yeah, it's really good at balancing hormones as well. This is just like a smoothie bowl, almost deconstructed. I make this in front of Henry. He's always like, what the fuck are you doing? I make this with blueberries, today I'm doing strawberries, and I call this my blueberry soup. You'll see at the end why I call it that. I guess the blueberry just turns the yogurt blue. Some flaxseed for some more fiber. Now I'm just gonna mix the slop up. Slop is good. It's easy, it's nice. Strawberries on top of the bowl. Gonna add a little bit of granola for some carbs. I'm also gonna add some pumpkin seeds. If you know what seed cycling is, it's a way to help balance your hormones. So you eat different seeds throughout your cycle. I'm in the first part of my cycle, so I'm gonna eat some flax seeds and pumpkin seeds. Second part of your cycle is sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. It just helps with estrogen. This is a very nutrient-dense meal. A lot of yummy ingredients that are gonna keep me full, healthy, and satisfied. I'm gonna eat this. this, and then we'll head out on our run, and I'll take you guys along as I pack later in the day.
Fuck crying over these stupid boys that don't even recognise the worth in themselves. And I wish you could see in you what I see in you, what everyone sees in you, because years. £100 penalty fare.
We're off to Italy. We're on the Stansted Express, which is a train to get to the little airport. Not Heathrow, it's like a little dingy airport. What do you call it?
It's not really dingy. Well,
secondary
it's dingy,
airport? Like, what is it?
It's just another airport.
But it's like a smaller airport.
There's like 5 airports in London.
Okay, it's not the biggest airport here. Going to Italy, it's about a 90-minute drive to our little Airbnb. So today's a travel day. We're not going to be skiing. And then tomorrow will be the big day. I rented a snowboard, a helmet, boots. Henry brought his snowboard with. He's much more experienced than I. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I feel like I'll be fine. It's like riding a bike. They say you're gonna adapt and be great. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm excited to see some snow and actually go on a true mountain. You might think Minnesota like super cold, but there's 0 elevation in Minnesota. All of the ski lifts that I did growing up were like maybe 2 minutes to get up the mountain, hill. It's gonna be an adjustment, but we're looking forward to it. So we have about an hour on this train and then we're at the airport. We are at the airport about to get on our flight. It's 1:30 p.m. on Thursday.
This little piece.
Our private jet, except it's not.
We're still on the fastest route.
The Alps, here's the view from our Airbnb. It was funny because we drove up to this last night in the pitch black dark, so we didn't even know that there were mountains back here. We're off to the slopes. We had our breakfast, had some salmon on toast and yogurt. I'm all fitted up in my half-day set, and I'm excited. I have to go pick up my boots, rental, board, and helmet. All right, we're in the car, off to the slopes. At the top of the mountain, I'm just sitting for a little bit. We went down twice, I think, and we're just taking a little break. I have only fallen a few times, but nothing major. So yeah, we're doing okay. I've never really seen a mountain, so I'm kind of nervous, but it's going good. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside.
All right, I want you to sit in this chair.
Okay, it's our last day in Italy. We're gonna go see the sled dogs. We were snowboarding for the past 3 days. I was very much a beginner and got quite frustrated at myself, but Henry here was very kind and patient with me. And he went down a lot of black diamonds, and it was very cool to watch all of his secret skills. So it was very cute. The little village is very idyllic. It looks like a movie set. I think the first day we got here, it was pitch black. I didn't really see any of the mountains, and then when we woke up the next morning, I was like, where the fuck are we? So it's been good. We've had a lot of bread, a lot of prosciutto, a lot of pistachio ice cream, and we go back to London tonight. We get back at like 9 p.m. and then we go to Paris on Thursday. So kind of a crazy week. Gonna finish up the book on the plane ride, hopefully, and the train ride too.
Sorted.
It's 10 p.m. on a Monday night, and we're going back to London from, where were we?
What?
We were in Italy.
Right?
Yes, and we leave for Paris on Thursday. You know, do I even unpack my suitcase? The answer is yes. Back tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday to recover, eat some vegetables, stretch, try to run, and then we go to Paris on Thursday. I'm reading the Evil Book about McKinsey. Basically, they consult every company in the world, from Disney to ICE to pharmaceutical companies to the FDA, and I'm learning a lot about how the world works and all the things that happen behind closed doors that a lot of us don't know about. So, full report coming tomorrow. I think I'm about halfway through the book. Tuesday here in London. I went on a little easy run because we have the Paris half this weekend. I'm going to talk about the book for this video, which is called When McKinsey Comes to Town. The book is segmented into different chapters to really focus on what the consulting firm McKinsey & Co. does with its work. If you don't know, McKinsey & Co. is a huge consulting firm and it touches everything from like Disney to ICE. The main issue that the book is trying to get across is that most people do not know about this company because they do not disclose their clients. The things that we learn in this book come out through different investigations. So there's different FOIA requests from the government and different subpoenas into what McKinsey has done. A few cases of whistleblowers. It really makes me hate the consulting world. McKinsey really prides itself on being a values-driven company. Never take on clients that have human rights abuses. It will never do anything that's not good for the betterment of society. Only see all the conflicts of interest. McKinsey is consulting the FDA while also consulting the pharmaceutical companies, especially the ones that were responsible for the opioid epidemic. But then you also see super vague notions of McKinsey standing up for freedom and equality and human rights. It really falls flat when you see that they support the Chinese government, genocide of the Uyghurs that happened in China. He was consulting ICE on how to cut back costs of their facilities and making detention centers worse for undocumented people. It's really eye-opening at how evil the company is and how it gets away with it. And a testimony from younger employees or people that have left the company really criticizing McKinsey because they're supposed to stand up for freedom. And, I'm not saying everyone that works for a consulting company is bad, but I'm saying for me personally, I don't think I'd be able to work there if I knew that the company that I worked at was also doing such evil business. Like, let's say I was doing consulting on something that I considered to be ethical, but the other half of my company is doing a lot of fucked up shit. I don't really think I could reconcile that. It's a little bit hopeful because a lot of the younger employees and less senior people were kind of fighting back at the company and trying to reform it, but I just don't think that you can reform something that is always trying to cut costs and is always trying to like roll back labor rights. It means that there's going to be a human cost to that. Try to find a book for this video. I feel like I have a very chaotic next 2 days to get to Paris, get packed, get all my race stuff. So that will be the next week vlog, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the little trip to the Alps, and I'll talk to you in the next video.